Yang Polda Rekring dan program pemain dari Dewa United Banten FC yaitu Hugo Gomez. Untuk Hugo dan Gomez terima kasih hadir pada rematch siang hari ini. Untuk rekan media yang ingin bertanya, saya persilakan untuk menyebutkan nama serta asal media. Tapi untuk pertama, Coach, as usually, how was the preparations for the game against Madura United?
Preparation is good.
Persiapan bagus.
I think we have no injuries, no suspensions.
Nggak ada yang cedera, nggak ada yang suspensi.
And I think for us it's important to know that in the next we will play, including Madura, 7 games in 21 days.
Penting kita buat tahu juga di kedepannya 21 hari 7 pertandingan termasuk
the Asian Cup, so
ada Asian Cup.
it will be a tight program.
Jadwal yang padat.
But we are fit.
Tapi kita fit.
I think we are mentally ready, we are physically ready.
Secara mental siap, secara fisik siap.
And we have 2 goals in the season.
Kita punya 2 tujuan musim ini.
That's being fight for the championship.
Mencoba juara.
And Asian Cup, get as far as possible.
Dan di AFC kita sejauh mungkin.
And in 21 days we can make big step.
Dan 21 hari kita bisa bikin langkah besar.
To reach a part of our goals.
Untuk bisa meraih gol kita. Seperti itu.
Como diz o treinador, nossa preparação foi muito boa. Tivemos semana alguns detalhes para consertar, para nos colocar no trilho de novo, para voltar a jogar. E como o treinador falou, esse mês é um mês com muitos jogos pra gente, então mentalmente, fisicamente a gente tem que estar bem para aguentar essa maratona de jogos.
Oke, seperti yang pelatih bilang, persiapan minggu ini tuh bagus. Minggu ini kita latihan detail-detail lagi, balik lagi buat main. Terus seperti yang dibilang pelatih, bulan ini bulan yang banyak pertandingan, banyak menit buat semua orang. Jadi secara mental, secara fisik kita semua harus siap. We got 2 questions. The first one is in the last few games, Dewa always conceded in the last minute. What is the improvement that Dewa already prepared for this kind of problems? And the second one about the national team players who coming back from their duty, are they mentally prepared or they are ready to play the game tomorrow?
Yeah. The players who came back are mentally prepared.
Pemain yang balik dari timnas secara mental siap.
They and Ricky, Eggy and Stefano, they are big personalities.
Ricky, Eggy, Stefano punya kepribadian besar.
They are disappointed.
Mereka kecewa.
But they could switch the button in their head and they are fully focused on us.
Tapi mereka juga bisa switch button ya, pencet tombolnya supaya bisa fokus lagi bersama kita.
And we saw, of course, everybody saw also the games against Iraq and Saudi Arabia.
Kita lihat juga, semua orang lihat ya pertandingan lawan Iraq.
And I agree, it's not every goal in the last moments had the same reason.
Dan setuju juga nggak semua gol di menit akhir itu punya alasan yang sama.
Sometimes we had to take the risk when it was a draw, so we played with 3 defenders, and then then if you lose with 1-0 or 2-0, or that doesn't matter for me.
Kadang juga kita kalau lagi draw kita pilih pakai 3 back, akhirnya buat ngejar yang tadinya 1-0.
Only for example the goal against Persebaya, that was a tough one.
Cuman lawan Persebaya itu sulit ya.
Because we had enough instruments in that moment to kill the game.
Kita punya cukup instrumen untuk bisa kill the game sebenarnya.
And then use some instruments allowed within the rules.
Dan pakai beberapa instrumen yang masih diperbolehkan di peraturan.
To calm the game down.
Untuk menenangkan pertandingan.
And one way you saw, in my opinion, a bad example with Iraq and Saudi Arabia, the way they tried to kill the game.
Dan contoh jelek misalnya ketika Irak dan Arab Saudi mereka coba kill game.
You get 11 minutes extra time, 12 minutes. But it's also the base is in that moment that you could not allow a team to score again.
Itu mau mainnya 11-12 menit dan ini dasar gimana caranya kita nggak membiarkan lawan tuh mencetak gol.
And to be honest, we didn't train on it.
Dan jujur aja kita nggak melatih itu.
But we give the instruments again what we should do, and then we have experienced players.
Tapi kita kasih instrumen apa yang harus dilakukan. Kita punya pemain pengalaman lah.
And I will give them the extra responsibility to take care of that it will not happen again.
Dan saya kasih mereka tanggung jawab lebih supaya apa yang terjadi tidak terulang. Okay, coach, the questions. He saw after the game that we lose against Persija, you make the change, especially in the team compositions. For example, Stefano now start to play again, and then the second one, Messi, now play in the lower positions. Is it Dewa? After that, Dewa never lose. Is it Dewa now find already the right compositions after that setback?
It's a good question.
Yeah, agree. Pertanyaan bagus.
But at the end, we try not to play in systems.
Pada akhirnya kita coba nggak main di sistem.
We try to play in spaces.
Kita coba main di ruang.
And in the composition, then, for example, if the opponent plays with two holding midfield players, it's better that Messi, Doro, and Jaja play a little bit more next to each other.
Contoh misalnya kita main di ruang ya, lawan pilih main dengan dua holding, akhirnya kita pilih Messi, Jaja main sejajar gitu misalnya.
And the same with Stefano. But Stefano is also a goal scorer, so.
Sama kayak Stefano, tapi Stefano itu adalah seorang pencetak gol.
But I think the biggest change is that we get used to each other.
Yang paling besar perubahannya adalah kita udah mulai terbiasa satu sama lain.
We played with almost complete different last line.
Kita hampir yang di belakang itu baru semua last line-nya, lini terakhir.
Now we play with Edo, and Vayu can play on the right back, or Rijab can play on the right back, and then we have Nick and Brian.
Sekarang kita main dengan Edo di kiri, di kanan ada Wahyu,
and they are new.
Semua itu baru.
And if you want to play the possession game,
kalau kita mau main possession game,
building up, it starts from the last line.
Build up itu dimulai dari lini terakhir.
And that takes time to adapt.
Dan itu butuh waktu buat adaptasi.
And that is depending on, like, these players, they are top players.
Dan semua tergantung pemain kayak begini, dia adalah top player.
It's also depending how they get the balls.
Juga gimana caranya mereka bisa dapat bola.
I think that was the biggest step we made.
Itu langkah yang besar ya yang kita buat sebenarnya. Okay, coach, two questions again, and the first one is about regulations under 23. Is it a problem for the team this season? Because last season you always play with Nico, and he continued to play on after the second half. This season you always change in the between half. And the second question is, Rafael Strijk didn't go to the national team because of injury. How his condition right now?
Rafael's good.
Rafael bagus ya.
So the under 23 he can also play, or even as a starting player.
Rafael bisa main sesuai regulasi di U23 atau bisa jadi pemain langsung.
On the Nico, I think last year he did very good.
Nico musim lalu main bagus.
Rija again, he came quite late with the team.
Dan Rizard itu datang gabung tim kan terlambat.
So I also give him time to adjust, but
saya kasih waktu dia menyesuaikan.
To be honest, I only changed him.
Dia cuma diganti.
Because I thought in the game I changed that the second half we would a little bit more pressure. We need a little bit. Bayu is the center back, or he can play right, but we needed a little bit maturity and physical.
Saya sering ganti dia di babak kedua karena saya kadang-kadang babak kedua tuh mau lebih press karena butuh pemain kayak Wahyu. Dia kan center back, right back.
It was not about his performance.
Tapi bukan karena penampilannya.
I think that he make big steps.
Dia bikin langkah besar.
And for me, I can let him play like Nico.
Dan buat pelatih dia bisa main
seperti in the game sometimes you need. We didn't win every game, so we need sometimes the maturity to.
Kita memang nggak menang setiap pertandingan, tapi kadang-kadang kita butuh kedewasaan
to win the game
supaya bisa menang pertandingan.
And again, Rija, he adapt very good. He made big steps.
Rija adaptasi bagus, langkah besar.
Again, a good question.
Tapi balik lagi itu pertanyaannya bagus.
Maybe a good question for Jaja.
Mungkin ada yang mau nanya Jaja.
For example, with the Japan.
Ok, Jaja, você vai jogar contra o Madura e você tem extra motivação contra a equipe que você joga tanto tempo. And for you, coach, and after this.
Não, minha motivação é contra qualquer time, mas lógico que eu tenho um carinho muito grande pelo Madura, porque me abriu as portas aqui na Indonésia. Se eu me tornei o homem que eu sou, o jogador que eu sou hoje, é por causa que o Madura me abriu a porta aqui na Indonésia. Tenho um carinho muito grande pelo povo, pelos torcedores, por todos que lá estão. Tenho grandes amigos lá, mas para mim é como qualquer jogo, porque a minha motivação é qualquer... Eu acordei, estou com saúde, posso andar, posso levantar, posso comer, posso correr, posso jogar bola, então essa é a minha motivação. Então, todos os jogos eu me motivo dessa forma.
Oke, motivasi buat Jaja ya di pertandingan ini ya tentu dia ada rasa sayang ya buat Madura, karena Madura yang membukakan pintu dia untuk ke sepak bola Indonesia. Jadi dia masih merasa berhutang lah di sana, dan dia juga bilang dia sayang sama orang-orang sana, fansnya dan semuanya. Tapi buat dia semua pertandingan itu sama, motivasinya sama. Tapi yang buat Madura karena dia pernah main. Coach, the podcast that you made with Alex Pastor is now getting viral on the internet because he put it online. What actually you talk about in that podcast? And the second one is what do you think about your colleague Dutch coaches in the national team now is under spotlight after the failures in the World Cup qualifications? Two questions.
To be honest, I didn't listen to the podcast.
Dia belum nonton, dia belum dengar.
Because I was with that conversation, so...
Jadi dia berbicara dalam situ, dia belum nonton ulang lah.
And the second one is, we work in a country
Terus kedua, kita kan kerja di negara
where football is number one.
di mana sepak bola itu nomor 1.
And the moment that Indonesia is eliminated,
Momen Indonesia tereliminasi,
I know how how disappointed the people are.
dia tahu bagaimana orang-orang itu bakal kecewa.
So that's the only thing that I want to say about the national team, and it's not, the rest is not my business.
Cuman itu yang bisa dia bilang, selebihnya
I'm
bukan
with Deva,
urusan
and
dia.
I focus on Deva.
Fokusnya dia di Dewa United.
I only know what a big gift it would be for the people.
Dia cuman paham lah kalau misalnya kita lolos kemarin itu bisa jadi hadiah atau kado buat masyarakat.
Oke, lagi? Oke, itu mungkin menjadi pertanyaan terakhir untuk Prematch pada siang hari ini. Terima kasih Jaja. Dan seluruh rekan media tadi, Prematch cukup. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Thank you.